Hi guys, welcome to another video. There are so many new releases out and I am absolutely obsessed. There are a few bags that I want to look at. There is some ready to wear, some shoes, some jewellery. I am on a mission. All these luxury stores have all these things in that I want to go and have a look at. Where am I going? What am I going to look at? Chanel, Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Dior, Goyard, Fendi, all of them. Let's get going. Did I mention I'm going to Paris soon? I wonder if I've mentioned it at all. I'm probably driving everybody insane, but I do have a wish list of things that I want to have a look at. I did a little bit of a wish list for Paris a while ago and things have changed a little bit. They have changed a little bit since then. The nearer that the trip has come. So this is what I'm currently going to be looking for. So Louis Vuitton. Let's talk about Louis Vuitton first. So we have a VIP appointment and I'm so excited. However, I don't think there are any Louis Vuitton bags that I am interested in at the moment. And that is very, very rare. I did a video not long ago where I was saying I was so excited to get my hands on the Express bag and the new biker bag in the new colourways. The more that I have seen on social media since these bags were released, which was the 1st of August, so very, very, very recent, I've seen lots of campaigns, lots of social media shots of these bags. And now I've seen them close up. No, I don't honestly think either of them are for me, which is very, very unusual. Now, never say never, and it may be that when I get to Louis Vuitton, I fall in love with something, but at the moment I don't think I'll be buying a Louis Vuitton bag, which is unheard of. So what will I be looking at? There are other bags that I want to look at from other brands. Of course there is, but yeah, there's probably other things that I want to look at in Louis Vuitton, including I do want to have a look at some jewellery. I want to have a look at some fine jewellery and just see what they have. Not saying I'm going to buy anything, it's probably out of my price range, but I want to go and have a look. I'll have a look at the shoes. I don't think I'll be buying shoes. You never know, who knows. I also do want to have a look at the ready to wear. I'm on a bit of a journey at the moment and I have managed to lose a little bit of weight, but I've still got more weight to lose in my own brain. And therefore I don't want to spend a lot of money on something that is ready to wear that then will be too big for me, hopefully at some point in the future. So I possibly will look at something that isn't too fitted, maybe a t-shirt, something like that actually, even if I lose more weight, it will still be okay. And I'm just really excited. I do think when you start to lose a little bit of weight, and this is an aside, but I do think when you start to lose a little bit of weight, you find a little bit of confidence. And I know, we tell each other all the time, we are not defined by the number on the scales. Of course we're not. I am not a better person now that I have lost some weight. I am not a worse person when I've put on weight. I know that. But I still want to feel nice in my clothes. I still want to feel comfortable. I still want to feel feminine or whatever the things are. And I do want to be able to go into a store and try things on and not have a meltdown. So I am feeling a lot more confident, which is great. So I will probably be trying a few things on. We will see. I'm not going to splurge on ready to wear though, because as I say, if I lose more weight then it will be a catastrophe, just a waste of money. What else do I want to look at? I have been talking about the Nice BB forever. I have the Nice Nano. No, I don't. I have the Nice Mini. And I use that every single day. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it is the vanity bag, the actual. I use mine for my everyday makeup and I use it for travel. I love it. I love it being out on my vanity unit. I love it. And I just wish I had a bigger one as well. And then I have all my bases covered. Everything can fit into those too. Because at the moment I've got different pouches and all sorts of things. But they are 900 and something pounds. And do I really need to be spending that on a vanity bag? I don't know. I don't know, but it is something I'm interested in. So that is Louis Vuitton. If another bag comes along, then it's going to be a bit of a surprise, because I don't think it will. Okay, let's move on to Bottega. I have been rambling on for, it feels like months and months and months, it might even be longer, about getting a Bottega bag. I think even in my very first ever video I was talking about something in the intricato weave, and I was talking about back in the day whether it should be a Jodie or what was I looking at then, even the pouch bag, the massive pouch bag. I think as I've moved on, I think that there just wasn't the style that grabbed me, but I love that weave. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, the Andiamo has been on my mind for a long time, and my gorgeous friend Steph from Handbagholic, she is literally a handbag-holic, because she's an Andiamo-holic, because she now has, does she have 3 of them? I think she's got 3. I think she's got the small, the medium and the large. And she also has a hop bag, and I love all of them. In fact, myself and Steph went shopping to Manchester not that long ago, and we were trying on all of the Bottega bags, and yeah, we both fell in love with them. I just didn't pull the trigger, and I don't know why. Anyway, it could be my Paris bag, so I want to go again and have a look at all of the different sizes, all of the colours. I'll probably end up with black, because I know that I will, but I think the medium one. But anyway, I'll have a look at the small. I don't want the large. I love it. I don't need a bag that big. So that is Bottega. I don't want to really look at Fendi. I maybe look at the shoes, because the Calibri shoes are amazing. But other than that, the bags, not so much. Goyard. I want to go to Goyard. I am going to Goyard. Even if I have to queue up, I am going to Goyard. And I would like to buy a St. Louis or a bohem bag. They're both big tote slouchy shoulder bags, and I need to get hold of them both and just decide. And which colour do I want? I want black. I want black with black trim. That's just, I just know that's what I want. So I just need to decide between the two. I need to look at the prices and all the rest of it, but I think that is pretty much nailed on my wish list, that I do want a Goyard bag. I have my, is it down here somewhere? You probably can't see it. Down here is my Artois bag, and I love it. It's very structured, it serves its purpose, it's got the zipper. It is a fabulous travel bag, as in a bag to take on the plane, on a train, wherever you're going, because you can keep it close to your body. It's waterproof, as in it is weatherproof. It is zippable, so it's secure. It's a fabulous bag, but it is very structured. So I'd like a St. Louis. I've always wanted a St. Louis, but then I saw the bohem. Anyway, I need to go and have a look at them. There's also a couple of little things I want to have a look at in Goyard. What else am I going to look at? Well, we're going to go to Chanel. We have an appointment to go to Chanel, and I don't know what it is recently, but I have got back on the Chanel train. I've talked about this in another video. I would like to look at the Chanel 25, which I believe, according to our sales associate that we have an appointment with, it's sold out everywhere. So I don't think I'll be getting a Chanel 25, but I do want to look at it if there is one there. I want to look at the Chanel 19 again in black, maybe in the small size with the gold. It's got a mixed hardware, but with the predominantly gold. I want to look at the Coco handle, again in black. And there is this tote bag. Have a look at this tote bag that I saw on the Chanel website. This is gorgeous, isn't it? That could be a great bag, but I wouldn't need that one and a Goyard black tote. So I do need to just watch what I'm doing there. That's really what I'm looking at. Oh, the other thing in Louis Vuitton, I completely forgot. The other thing in Louis Vuitton, myself, Amelia from Amelia Rose's Closet, and Meredith from Living Looks with Meredith, who, if you see my previous video, you will know that Meredith can no longer come to Paris, and we are all absolutely just devastated and gutted. And anyway, that I've spoke about that in another video. Let's not set me off again. But the three of us were going to look at the Vivian, the wooden dolls, ornaments, whatever you call them, whether it's one of the bigger ones, whether it's one of the bag charms. Just want to have a look and maybe buy a Vivian so that we can commemorate the trip. And it's going to be just not the same without Meredith, but myself and Amelia are still going to have a look, because yeah, we still want to mark the trip and everything else. So if we find, well, individually, if we find a Vivian that we want to buy, then maybe we will. So that is on my wish list, but they are so expensive. They are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous amount of money, but I really love them. So I may end up with a bag charm, even though I don't really want to use it as a bag charm. I want to put it up here. I want to put it up here. Oh dear. Anyway, so I'm going to look for a Vivian, because I don't have anything Vivian, so I do think that'd be really nice. I also do want a trunk, but I'm not going to buy it until I reach 10,000 subscribers, which I am way off at the moment. I am not far from 8,000 subscribers. So just as a little bit of a shout out, if you are watching this and you have not subscribed but you would like to, then please hit that button, because it means the world to me. And it means that when I get to 10,000, hopefully not too far in the distance, in the distant future, then maybe I can buy this trunk to commemorate that little milestone. So yeah, I might have a look at them in Paris. Paris would be a great place to buy one, because they'll probably be cheaper than they are in the UK, but they are a pain to get home because they are heavy. So should I buy one there? Who knows, but that is something else that I do want to have a look at. So yeah, there might be, I'm sure there will be unboxings coming from our trip. I'm sure all of us, the handbag tribe that I'm talking about, we are all going to be vlogging. There's going to be a ridiculous amount of content, hopefully, and we'll see what I end up with. I am certainly not coming back empty-handed, that is for sure. But what I buy, who knows? We will see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on another one.